Suzhou and Hangzhou are incredible places that are often referred to as heaven on earth. Hangzhou is the center of the Grand Canal and is notable not only for its scenic beauty, but also for having been frequented by several great Chinese poets. During the Tang dynasty, Juju came to Hangzhou to govern and built a ladder, now known as Baiguandi, to increase freshwater storage. Hangzhou used to be a depression, but was later turned into a freshwater lake by the Reclamation Bureau. To increase water storage capacity, the ladder needed to be raised, a job that Bai Juyi took on by collecting the ladder and platform. If you have already visited Suzhou and Hangzhou, you might feel as if you've already been to heaven. Bai Juyi was not only a poet, but also an economist and marketing expert. He developed the local wine cellar, Pear Blossom Wine, and supported the handicraft, silk, and manufacturing industries, attracting investment using his poetry, thus contributing greatly to Hangzhou. In contrast, Su Shi came later and built a structure called Su's Wife, which we will discuss today. It refers to the handsome skin of Su Shi. If Bai Juyi's poems are about carrying a tin kettle, but when he arrived at Shuxi, the whole West Lake became even more beautiful, because he sometimes wrote about the West Lake like this: Xi 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 Zhuangmu, I am always suitable. What does it mean? It means that you can see the scenery of the West Lake at any time, all year round, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and you know how romantic it is. There are also many evening trees planted next to it, and the faces of people and peach blossoms are red. There are willow trees on this side and peach blossoms on this side, so he made the whole West Lake picturesque all year round. Who did what? You can tell how lucky the people of Hangzhou are. The greatest poet of every dynasty is in him. If you think this poet is too far away from you, let me tell you another poet. I will tell you that the famous rain alley described in the book Visiting the Scholars at Westlake is an ancient alley in Hangzhou today. Orange oil asset girl. So we often compare Hangzhou to a girl, which fully expresses the delicateness of Hangzhou, the feeling of love after the rain. If you want to marry a daughter-in-law, you should marry a daughter-in-law named Hangzhou. The real beauty of Westlake, the beauty of the Four Seasons, is the beauty of Chinese Oriental women. I think if you use a city to find the beauty of Chinese Oriental women, it is Hangzhou. You see the peach blossoms and willow trees blooming in spring, and the spring lights are everywhere. If you go to this place in summer, the temperature is not very high, and the sparkling water is blooming everywhere. The whole Hangzhou is swaying in the sea of green and flowers. It is a city that poets of all ages must praise. In autumn, I tell you, it is not as pure as the northern cities, but rather looks particularly charming. Hangzhou in winter, especially when it snows a little. Oh my goodness, the whole Hangzhou is wrapped in silver, and you feel clean and pure. Oriental beauties are clean and pure, with a cool heart. So we say that the Grand Canal culture has come to Hangzhou, which is really moving. Hangzhou is the focus of the Grand Canal. This city is a name bestowed upon us by God. If you want to ask me which city in China is most like us Oriental women, I would choose Hangzhou. Do you think the metaphor of my city's character is appropriate? Do you have a better metaphor than mine? Let's discuss it. On the third day of the Chinese New Year, Hua Hongbin gave a New Year's greeting to everyone in his talk on the cultural design of the Grand Canal.